Okay, chapter 2, section 2 is talking about graphing on a coordinate plane, and this is our coordinate plane. We talked a little bit in the last video about our ordered pairs and how they're always x and y. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the coordinate plane and how it's set up. It's really just two number lines. The first number line runs horizontally, and it is our x-axis. The second number line runs vertically, and it is our y-axis. And then it breaks up our grid into four sections. We have quadrant 1, we have quadrant 2, we have quadrant 3, and we have quadrant 4. Now, if x is positive and y is positive, it would be a positive number and a positive number. It's going to fall in quadrant 1. If x is negative and y is positive, it's going to fall into quadrant 2. If they're both negative, you'll see down here, negative, negative, that's quadrant 3. If x is positive and y is negative, it's going to fall right here into quadrant 4. So if you can kind of go off of that, you can see where it's going to fall even before you plot it out. But you always start in the middle right here. This is our origin. So let's do the center is our origin. We know that our starting point is 0, 0. That's the point for our origin. Now, everything we do off of that is going to be, we'll start from here. So this one right here, when we want to find point M, well, it's 4, 2. If that's 0, then everything to the right is going to be positive. Everything to the left is going to be negative. So the first thing I want to find is 4 on this line. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. I just found the line that dot is going to be on, okay? Now, after I find 4, I now have to look at my second number and I say, okay, that's a positive 2. So now I'm looking at my y-axis, and I'm saying, okay, I need to find positive 2 on my y-axis. Right here is my positive 2. Where they meet is going to be that point. So we'll not only put a dot like that, we'll also say, all right, that dot is labeled M. We label it with a capital letter, okay? So easier way than how I like to do it is I like to start here and then I just like to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'm going up because it's positive. 1, 2, I'm there. If you like to find where they are and how they meet, that's totally fine too. Point N, we know we're going negative, so I'll be going to the left first. 1, 2, 3. And then my second number is negative, so I'll go down first, or down second. 1, 2, 3. So over 3, down 3. I am now where N needs to be. So I will label that point as N. This is in quadrant 1. N is in quadrant 3. Let's look at P. Point P is negative 5, 0. So the first thing I'm going is along my x. It's my x number. I need to find negative 5 on that axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I found negative 5. 0 means I don't get off of the axis. I stay right on there. So that is where my dot's going to be, and it will be P. Now, this dot is not in a quadrant. This dot, because it falls on an axis, you would say that it's on the x-axis. If it falls on the y-axis, you would say it's on the y-axis. If it fell right in the middle, you would say, oh, that's our origin. A fun little intro to the things we've been talking about. This is going to be a fun section. Yeah.